In the heart of the city, survival is about invisibility. But invisibility comes with a paradox. To go unnoticed, you have to look like you belong. And to look like you belong, you have to be clean. But how do you stay clean with no shower, no privacy, and barely a liter of water to your name? Urban hygiene is not about comfort. It is about protection. It is the armor against suspicion, rejection, even arrest. This is the hidden bathroom of the city, where masters of urban survival stay fresh with nothing more than a bottle of water and a few everyday items. Raw ingenuity, silent intelligence, solutions to a problem most of us never face. One bottle, one cloth, one method that keeps the body clean, one section at a time. It is called the bird bath, named for the way birds wash themselves with minimal water. The technique is surgical. First the armpits, then the face and neck. Next, the chest and back. Finally, the lower regions. Never the other way around. One cloth, often a cut-up t-shirt or bandana, gets rinsed and reused. Soap is a luxury. When it is available, a single drop is enough. Everything is done in sequence to avoid cross-contamination. Where does this happen? Public restrooms, libraries, fast food restaurants, train stations, but not just any restroom. The best ones are multi-stall setups in large buildings, office lobbies, shopping centers, university campuses. They have steady foot traffic, but not constant surveillance. Timing is everything. Early morning, right after opening, late afternoon when the rush dies down. You go in when it is quiet. Do not linger. Leave no trace, no puddles on the floor, no soap smears on the sink. You wipe down after yourself, not out of courtesy, but out of necessity. The moment someone notices, the location gets burned. The trick is to look like you have a reason to be there. A backpack, clean shoes, a book in hand, maybe a coffee cup. Camouflage by routine. Some carry a gym bag to sell the illusion. Others wear business casual, a button-up shirt, decent jeans. The goal is simple: blend into the architecture of normalcy. It is not just washing, it is stealth hygiene. Water isn't always an option. Sometimes you have to clean without it. This is where chemical shortcuts come in. Hand sanitizer kills bacteria on skin. Baby wipes remove dirt and leave a neutral smell, no trace, no scent trail. Some people even mix a bit of vinegar with water in a spray bottle. It kills odor fast. But here's the secret most people don't know. Rubbing alcohol in a clean rag can do what a shower does without the water. It evaporates quickly. It cools the skin. It kills bacteria on contact. A few swipes under the arms and across the chest, and you've bought yourself another day. Hair becomes a different problem. Dry shampoo if you have it, but more often, cornstarch or baby powder. Rub it in, let it sit. Brush it out. Grease gone. Volume back. For those who can't afford even that, use the baseball cap method. Wear it every day. Keep the hair tied back or hidden, out of sight, out of mind. It's not about looking glamorous. It's about looking forgettable. The cleaner you are, the less likely you'll be followed in a store. The less likely you'll be questioned on a bus. The less likely a security guard will ask you to leave. It's urban cloaking. Hygiene is your ID badge. Get it right, and no one asks questions. Clothes tell stories, and dirty clothes tell the wrong story. So they get clean, not in laundromats, but in plastic bags. The method is simple. A plastic bag, water, and a bit of soap. Dish soap works, if nothing else. Add the clothes, seal the bag, and shake. Let it sit, then shake again. Rinse in a second bag if there is water to spare. But water itself is a resource you have to hunt for. Public fountains, bathroom sinks, sometimes a hose behind a building. You fill bottles at night when no one's watching. Some keep a collapsible water container in their bag, lightweight and invisible when empty. The pros know which buildings have water fountains that run cold and clean, which gas stations do not lock their restrooms, which parks have taps that still work in winter. It's a mental map of the city's hidden infrastructure, a survival geography most people never see. Drying is a science. In warm months, clothes are pressed between newspapers to draw out moisture. Then they're hidden in sunny corners, behind dumpsters on rooftops or near ventilation grates where heat rises from the underground. Laundry lines don't exist on the street, so you improvise. A chain link fence, a fire escape railing, the back of a bench in a sunlit alley. Anywhere the fabric can breathe without attracting attention. In winter, buildings with warm air vents become makeshift drying rooms. You pin your shirt behind a pipe or grate and come back at night. The steam from subway exhaust does the rest. Some even use the hand dryers in public restrooms. Hold the shirt under the hot air for a few minutes. Rotate, repeat. It's slow, it's awkward, but it works. Why go to all this effort? Because clean clothes don't scream desperate. They make the difference between being approached by police or ignored like any other commuter. It's not vanity, it's strategy. Feet are the foundation of survival. You can have clean clothes, fresh breath, washed hands, but if your feet are destroyed, you're done. Blisters turn into infections. Infections turn into something worse. And on the street, there's no calling in sick. So socks get rotated. One pair on, one pair drying, one pair stored. The cycle never stops. Shoes are treated like sacred objects. You don't wear them into the ground, you maintain them. Duct tape over small holes. Cardboard inserts when the sole wears thin. Some people keep a backup pair hidden, even if they're 2 sizes too big. Because any shoe is better than no shoe. Foot hygiene happens whenever there's access to water. A quick rinse, a change of socks. Let the feet air out for a few minutes. Small acts that prevent big problems. It's not about comfort. It's about mobility. Because if you can't walk, you can't survive. Tooth pain on the street is not just pain. It is a crisis. Infection spreads fast. Abscesses go untreated. A single bad tooth can lead to fever, sepsis, or worse. That is why oral hygiene matters. Toothbrushes are not always available. But salt is. So is baking soda. You mix a bit with water and scrub using a finger, or in old school style, a frayed twig. In many cultures, these chewing sticks are natural antibacterial tools. Urban survivors repurpose them the same way. Even rinsing daily with water and salt can buy time. Time is everything. Some carry a small travel toothbrush in their pocket, the kind you get for free at a dentist's office. It is used until the bristles fall out, then replaced when another one is found. Dental floss becomes multi-purpose. It cleans between teeth. It repairs a torn backpack. It can even be used as thread in an emergency. Nothing is single-use when you live like this. It is not just about breath. It is about staying out of a hospital you cannot afford to enter. The city has rhythms. Morning light through glass towers, afternoon heat radiating off concrete, evening shadows that stretch across empty plazas. And within those rhythms, there are windows, moments when the invisible can move freely. 6 in the morning, when office buildings unlock, but security has not fully woken up. Noon, when lunch crowds flood the streets and one more face does not register. Midnight, when the city exhales and the late shift workers look the other way. These are the cracks in the system. The moments when you can refill a water bottle, use a restroom, charge a phone, sit on a bench without being told to move. Street survival is about reading these rhythms, knowing when to appear, knowing when to vanish. It is a choreography most people never notice. But for those who live it, every hour is mapped. Every location has a risk level. Every interaction is calculated. Street hygiene is not luxury, it's not comfort, it's armor, it's camouflage. It's the difference between being seen as a problem or not seen at all. In cities that never sleep, the invisible stay invisible through precision and practice. A clean shirt, fresh breath, washed hands, functional feet. Each one is a tool. Each one is survival. And the intelligence behind it is staggering. These are not people who gave up, they are people who adapted. They learned the hidden infrastructure of the city. They turned public space into private utility. They became experts in a field no one teaches. Now flip the script. What if your water was shut off tomorrow? Could you stay clean with only what you have in your backpack? Which of these methods would work in your city? Which would you use? Think about it. Because the line between housed and unhoused is thinner than most people realize. Sometimes intelligence is silent, but it always stays clean.